Hey folks, see Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to a very important video, a very short live stream to be really honest. And we are going to talk about an IPO, and I'm also going to talk about the basic business model of the company, some basic finances of the company, and very important, am I going to apply for the IPO or not? So, without wasting even 1 minute of yours, let me share my screen. And on the screen, you can see our website, rachanaranade.com. Here what you have to do, you have to just hit the blog section. Once you go to the blog section, this is where you can see electronics Mart India Limited IPO. This is what we are going to discuss today. So whatever I'm going to share with you right now is going to be a quick discussion of this IPO. But if you want to know more about this IPO in detail, then whenever time permits, please go through this blog and you'll be able to know more about this company in a little bit more detail, right? So first of all, just to tell you what the company is, it's something like a chain of shops. I'm putting it in a very simplified manner. Okay, it has a lot of shops wherein they sell all the consumer durables and electronic items in India, right? So just to give you a parallel example, so for those who are from Pune, I'm sure you might have heard about stores like Vijay Sales. We have stores like Chroma. There are many other retail outlets as well where we can get all these sorts of electronic items, consumer durable items, and that is what they have 112 stores wherein they will sell TVs, fridges, washing machines, mobiles, all these items. And they are having a presence in 36 cities with more than 6,000 SKUs, 6,000 stock keeping units. Now if I were to give you a simple example of what is an SKU, assume that mobile mobile is not one SKU. Assume they are having 10 mobiles of 10 different companies, then these are 10 SKUs. But wait, if I'm talking only about Samsung mobile, then in Samsung also they'll have a lot of different categories. So something like S20, S22, then they'll have Note whatever, then they'll have Z Fold. These are again different SKUs. Then if I'm talking only about Z Fold, in Z Fold, what will be the memory? That will be a different SKU. If I'm talking about the color, that will be a different SKU. So all such different permutation combination, every item will be a separate SKU, and in totality they have 6,000 SKUs with them, right? It's one of the largest contributors. So which is one of the largest contributors for this company? It is mainly with mobiles. So mobiles contribute to a lot of revenue. They contribute a lot to the top line of the organization. Moreover, 54% original retail price, most of the demand for this segment comes from the organized sector. So one important point that we are going to discuss here is that how does the company generate its revenue? Mainly they are into three different categories. They are into retail, they are into wholesale, and they are also into e-commerce. But out of all these three, which one is generating the highest revenue? So for them, revenue from each of the above channels as a percentage of total revenue for financial year 22. How much is that? 91% of the revenue comes from what? Comes from retail, and hardly 1.48 from wholesale, 0.92 from e-commerce. So basically they are mainly into, we call that as a brick and mortar model. Brick and mortar is something like you open a shop, you set up a shop there with a lot of inventory and you start selling, right? So they are not generating a lot of revenue from something like wholesale or e-commerce. In fact, it is super negligible, 1.48% and 0.92% respectively. So mainly into what? Mainly brick and mortar model only. If I were to talk about some products that they offer, like I told you, TVs, I told about fridge, TV, air conditioner, washing machines, mobiles, smartphones. So basically, tablets, smartwatches, fitness trackers, all these they'll sell. Small appliances as well, other IT related products. They'll have screen guards, headphones, Bluetooth speakers, coolers, geysers. I hope you're very able to visualize what is their business model. Dukan hai, but एक दुकान नहीं है. There are a lot of shops that they own, 112 stores across 36 cities. Now, if I were to talk about what are they going to use this money for, funding the capital expenditure, of course, they are going to require a lot of capital if they are going to expand into different cities, if they are going to expand with more and more shops. If you are running a typical brick and mortar model, capital expenditure is something that you have to keep on working on, right? The other one is incremental working capital requirements. See, more and more shops, they're going to require more and more of working capital, and also they're going to go ahead with repayment of debt. Here we have some data about how many MBOs, how many MBOs and EBOs. So EBO typically is known as an exclusive business outlet. So where only a specific brand products will be displayed. So just as an example, if they have a Samsung EBO, then in the Samsung EBO, as the name suggests, only Samsung related products will be displayed. MBO will be like a multiple business outlet wherein they'll have multiple brands. So that will not only have Samsung, that will have LG and any other products, right? Any other company related products that will be displayed. They have also talked about how much is the average ticket size, and here you can see average ticket size of the retail sales. Okay, so what if a customer comes in, how much will be the average ticket size? How much कितने पैसे का वो products लेके जा रहा है? How much money is that person spending as a base ticket size? Here you can see it was 19,482 in 2020, increased to 20,000, increased to 21,800, and for the quarter ended June 30th, it has gone up to 23,077. I personally feel that this coming quarter, which is, the quarter which we are in right now, which is October to December quarter, is going to be of the biggest importance to them as far as the entire year is concerned. Simple reason, we are into festive period right now. We are experiencing good consumer spending right now. We just had Dashera yesterday. We'll start with Diwali. We just ended our Navratri season, of course. Then after Diwali, we'll have Christmas. So I think this quarter is going to be something which this company is going to look out for. And festive season sales, September to November, here you can see that is going to be the best. And if you compare it with April to June, which is summer season sale, in comparison to that, also festive season sale is way too higher. You can see every single place it's always higher. So I think this is where I'm really keen on looking at the company performance. If you see even finances, here I've talked about how much is the profit, how much is the turnover. Important point if I'm talking about valuation as well. Valuation is comparatively cheaper as compared to its listed peer, which is Aditya Vision Limited. Here you can see PE for Aditya Vision Limited is 45.70, whereas P for this company is at an upper price band. Also, you can see it is coming to roughly 17. So this is surely on a lower side as compared to its listed peer, right? Now, if I want to talk about certain risks, 61% of the FY22 revenue is contributed by the top 5 brands. So any brand which they are not able to continue with, that can impact the revenue. Second thing, highly competitive industry, especially from the online retailers. So I'm sure everyone will agree with me that online sales are picking up with more and more of festive season sales, the discount sales coming up, Great Indian Shopping Festival, this, that. Uh, Online sales are going to be definitely something which are going to impact the sales of typical brick and mortar category of organizations. Plus, they are also into litigation as far as the store names are concerned. I think their stores are named as Bajaj Electronics or something, what I'd read in the RHP. And that name is being questioned. If that be so, that's going to cause a problem. They might have to rename the stores as well. Plus, the amount of the litigation is around 967 million. So that is also not very small as such. How about the IPO details? IPO starts on 4th of October 22, will end on 7th of October, that is tomorrow. And I just checked some time ago the whatever allotment, I'm sorry, whatever the application has been received, it has already been fully subscribed. It has already been oversubscribed for that matter. In fact, even the GMP was at 35 rupees per share. This share, the price is only 56 rupees to 59 rupees per share. With a GMP of 35 rupees share is going to be really interesting. I personally feel so. Just to wrap up the entire discussion, financials not bad, valuation not at all bad. Interesting point is this quarter for me. Plus valuation, as I mentioned, they are giving it as at a comparatively discount as compared to its peers. Plus, as I mentioned, already oversubscribed. Plus, as I mentioned, GMP also looks fair enough. The question: am I going to apply or not? Answer is yes. Am I going to sell it off immediately if I were to get this? I do expect some decent enough profit on listing. If I were to get it, am I going to immediately sell it off post listing? My answer is no. Let me repeat. Am I going to sell it off immediately post listing? My answer is no. I want to wait till the Q3 results are out. And ideally, if Q3 they are able to do good, with the increased profitability, with the increased turnover, I think we can get a nice quick bump in the prices as well. And that might be the time when I would want to sell off if I get the allotment, right? And I'm going to apply to this share I'm going to apply to this IPO using all my 5 accounts. So just in case if you have joined in late, I hope you have understood now. The point is that I'm going to apply number one, number two through all 5 accounts. Number three, if I get the allotment, I'm not going to square off at listing. I am going to wait till the Q3 results. Once the Q3 results are out, that is the reason. That would be the time when I would decide whether I would want to book profits or not. Right. That is it about this electronics Mart India IPO analysis, and I hope you enjoyed this short and sweet analysis. And I hope you'll be able to take a decision based on this base level analysis. Plus, you always should do your own analysis before you take your final decision. Today is Thursday, and Thursday 9 p.m. live stream will be there when I'll talk about my analysis of the market. What do I feel? What's happening with the market? We did see some short covering. Am I expecting this short covering to sustain for some more time? I'll also take stock related questions. People are asking about Polyplex. Don't worry. I know it is not performing well in the last 1 month, but always remember, whenever I'm talking about any stock of the month, it is not stock of the month as such. It is not about only one specific month. I talk about that stock from a 1 year perspective. And so anyone who is investing in any stock which I'm discussing for the pro investor members, only those people who have at least a 1 year conviction ideally should invest in that stock. And if that be so, my base thought process is that you should get double the return of FD you're getting 5%, and if you are getting 10% in the stock that you have invested, why not? That is the base requirement that I keep with myself. Those who have watched my video on Polyplex have also mentioned the levels of averaging that I'm going to do. With that, you would be knowing my buying average price as well. So whenever I plan to quit, that is when I'll update on the community tab post as well. But I am very much positive about the fundamentals of Polyplex, and with that as an understanding, with a 1 year view, I'm really not bothering about the recent fall. I'm okay with that. No worries. All right. I hope you enjoyed this short and sweet live stream. See you today at 9 p.m. I am pinning the today's live stream link. I think already pinned. Okay, great. I've already pinned today's live stream. So don't forget to join in today at 9 p.m. It's going to be an interesting one. See you at 9. Till then, take care. Jai Hind and bye bye.